All right, buddy, today is Friday, October 21, 2022, and this is the final day of this 5-day experiment. The purpose of this experiment was twofold. One, to sort of show on social media, my thoughts, my logic, my strategies. And frankly, if it helps you, great. I'm just putting it out there in the universe, and some of you will take it and run, others will ignore it. And it's a little frustrating, I must say. I'm spending an hour, editing these videos and fussing to put it out there, and I'll get like, 50 views, maybe, right? And then someone will post a video of a little kitten that rolls over and farts, and I'll get like 2.5 million views. That's the world we live in. And big shout out to Brandon. Thank you for the email. Great to talk to you again, and I'll email you back. And frankly, just paper trade until your daughter goes to kindergarten, a year from now, so that when a year from now you're a beast. If it takes you a year paper trading, 5 years, 10 years, let's say you paper trade for 10 years, it's a long time. Do it as a hobby instead of fly fishing or whatever. But in your 10th year, you make $4 million. Does that justify and validate the 10 years you just spent to learn how to be a beast in the market? Of course it does. That's why people go to medical school and spend 10 years of their lives working their rear end off and sacrificing a lot and putting a lot of money into tuition and living expenses, just scraping by. Medical school is no joke. It is hard to go through, right? And to come out, board certified in something or other, but they know that in their 10th year, they're going to make a lot of money. Day trading, same thing. On the surface, it looks real easy. Price can only do one of three things: go up, down, or sideways. And you think, how hard can that be? Well, it's shockingly hard, but it is a craft that can be mastered. One can develop expertise. You do get kind of a sense of muscle memory as to what price is about to do in the next few moments. And that's all you need. If you look at my trades today, I'm in a trade for maybe at most a minute or two. And we'll make $500, $1,000, whatever. So today I made $5,363 in 35 minutes. And then I just stopped because I made my goal and I want to make this video. It's Friday. I'm going to go spend the rest of the day doing other things. Anyway, I'm just venting a little here and ranting a little. So let's go over my trades. Today, again, the market loves to repeat itself, and it repeated itself a third day in a row. Third day in a row, we see the market try to drop 3 times, fail 3 times, and then it went the other way. It went up, right? So on Wednesday and Thursday, the market tried to rally 3 times, failed, and dropped hard. Here it tried to drop hard 3 times, failed, and rallied. But even then, this has been happening all week long. Around 9:45, there's a bit of a rally. And I make all my money on this one little rally. And it's just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. It's all I do. These beautiful color shifts. I just bounce off the cloud. I've got slope. It's just beauty, right? And that's all it takes, Again, I was done for the day in 20 minutes with my own money. And now I'm just did a few things and then I did this paper trade experiment. All you have to do, and if it takes you a year, fine. Learn how to master cloud surfing. That's the secret. Know which moving averages to focus on. Have a sense of slope and air. And get nice scripts like this little RSI coloration, and away you go. I mean, look at here. Look at this beautiful little move, beautiful visual signal. It dropped below, went up for a retest, thumbs up. I call that a Santa candle. It's the result of a retest. What did price do? It plummeted, right? Again, cloud surf. Color shift, went down further. I don't know how to make it any easier than that. So let's go over my trades for the day. So my first trade here on this experiment was at 10:46 New York time. So I went long because, let's go back. Dropped below, thought about it, coloration in the same color, right? Santa candle. In my opinion, this was exactly the same thing. Like this. So all I'm doing is I'm just capitalizing and exploiting a repeating pattern. Popped up green, I went long. Doink, doink, doink. Got out here at 10:47. So I'm in this trade for a minute and I made $1,100. It went back down to the cloud, bounced off the 50 EMA, popped up again. I started grabbing some longs, but I'm seeing price kind of start to stutter. And it dropped here quite a bit. And in fact, it went more red. I went lower than zero. I'd lost, I mean, if I just jumped out, I would have lost everything I just made. So it finally popped up a bit and I got out with a 262 loss. And I was actually okay with that because if I gotten stubborn about it, I would have lost absolutely everything and had a nasty red trade because price did drop. So there we go. So I'm seeing price really stutter here and losing momentum. And if you look on the 5-minute chart, we have negative momentum. I don't have the 5-minute chart on this computer, but if you look in the TTM wave, it's definitely in the negatives. So I shorted green cloud and I shorted. So short leash trade. As soon as it kissed the 50 EMA, I covered right here. And I made $1,600 on just that little trade. This is nice so far. 2 green trades, $2,700 and only a 262 loss. Why did I cover here? Because it could have been like here, kissed it and then bounced. I don't know what's going to happen at the kiss. It went further. I actually missed all this, and in hindsight, and I didn't even see this until later. So here is a different chart with just plain Heikin-Ashi candles, and I was saying that I got out at the bounce, and I did not see this until later because sometimes I miss things too. It did a beautiful M pattern here, broke through, and then just kept going. Beautiful short, but I missed it because I didn't see it. I thought it might just bounce up and keep going up. So there was a missed opportunity there because I just missed it. So I just wait for the next bus. Right? There's always another opportunity coming around the corner. Now price is hitting the 5-minute EMA, the 50 EMA at the 5-minute chart, and it's also smacking onto VWAP. So I start taking some little short leash longs, which is, again, bad juju because the candles are red. Why am I taking a little long? It doesn't make any sense. I can't explain it. It's like I'm an addict and I just can't stop. I see an opportunity, I jump in, even though I know it's wrong. If anybody here in YouTube land knows how to a trick to get me to stop doing this, please let me know. I mean, I made almost $1,000 here doing that, but it's bad. It's bad money. Anyway, I can't explain it. I'm baffled by this. I went long. I got out real quick, but 225. Price came back down. I went long again. 6 contracts. I got out, made 450 on the kiss. Came back down, went back up again, and I got out here for 225. So that's 450 and 450. Well, okay, $900 going against the cloud. I mean, I'm happy I made money, but this is bad practice. It's like I can't explain it any further. I just don't have the vocabulary to explain it. Anyway, I've been trading for 21 minutes. I've made $3,338. Okay, let's move on. Again, price went up, came down for the retest. Green Santa candle, right? So as it's kissing here, I'm getting some contracts. I go 3 contracts at a time, and I just flatten out at 9 contracts. I made $525, but I could see that price was starting to struggle. So now price falls below the 50. So I start taking some shorts, and it dropped pretty quick. So I'm feeling good, right? It went below the 50 here, below the 50 again. It hasn't gone red, so I'm early. But again, I'm a jackrabbit. That's my it's my mojo. But all of a sudden, I could just see the price line start to go up. So I just jumped out for a $37 gain. I covered here for $37. Woohoo! But I'm seeing that the little price line move up. What do I mean by that? So I have a script that shows where price is at the moment. And sometimes you can just see this thing just move. All of a sudden, just like here, it's just moving up. You just grab some longs. I mean, literally, you can see it in real time moving up. That's how you make, you can make $1,000 right there. And now you're seeing it kind of pull back a little bit. So this script alone has made me a fortune. And I am eternally grateful to the guy who came up with it. I think we all need to kneel and give a moment of silence as we, genuflect towards Minnesota. It's going up. It's going up and up and up and up. So I just grabbed some longs. I got out 1460. Just watching that little line move up. I don't like to stay in those too long because sometimes they shoot up and they snap back. So I'd be very careful with that. So I'm always happy just to snarf a good bit, and there's a good bit. 1,500 bucks in, so 11:21, and I got out at 11:21. I was in the trade for less than a minute and made $1,500, and that was my goal. So now I'm at 5,363 in 35 minutes of trading. And here's a couple more thoughts for the video. We see this too. Little tiny candles. The candles get a little bit bigger, and then they get even bigger. It's like impulse power, and then we're sort of in between impulse and warp speed, and then we go to warp speed. But again, it's all just cloud surfing, right? Price came down for a retest of this line, and it's a thumbs up. Sometimes the market's like a guy in an airplane who wants to parachute out. And this is the market checking its lines, its straps, making sure the parachute's well packed and folded, and the wind is good, and the airplane, the height is good. We're at good altitude here. The market's secure. Swoosh, out it goes. This is why I got out and I shorted at the 50 EMA. Look at this. This is why I love 2000 tick. The market loves at 50 EMA at 2000 tick. This is a $10 plummet. 37.09, then something to 36.97, 98. It's about a $10 plummet. And where does it curl around? The 50 EMA. Boom. And what do we have again? Again, cloud surfing. We got some slope, right? And away we go. Wish, wish. Just, I don't want to say it's simple because it's not. Now we have kind of a horizontal line here in these dojis, right? Market went up, thought about it, thumbs up, Santa candle, right? Now the market is really secure. This is a good solid line, right? The parachute is good. Whoosh, out it goes. The only thing I can leave you with is, here's another view. This is acceleration bands, and this is the market. This is a 2-minute chart. This is the market showing that it respects the 50 EMA at 2 minutes because doji and popped up. If I turn Wix on, you'll see that it just kissed this 50 EMA. Let's turn Wix on. See? Kiss, 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 kiss on the 50 EMA at 5 minutes. And whoops, up she went. Reclaimed all that, went up to the golden pocket, and it's a thumbs up. And now it went past the morning's high. Now it's hitting this standard deviation of acceleration bands, and it's pausing. See here, it went up and up and up and up. It went red here. It lost that standard deviation. See the doji right on the line. When it lost it, it fell back further. See, it kissed it, right? See that little kiss, that little wick tip? It kissed it. So I don't look at wicks because to me a wick is an outlier. But I do follow this moving line very, very carefully. See, look at that. Boom. Right? Go long when it kisses that 50 EMA and pops back up. Hits the standard deviation. Go short. There's going to be some profit taking. And sure enough, in real time, you start learning how the market moves, right? The magic behind the curtains. I mean, this here, 2, 3 contracts, whatever, 9 contracts. I mean, that's $1,000 move right there, just because you're aware of the value of this line, or this 50 EMA, or that 50 EMA, or this 50 EMA. This is it for my experiment. I'm going to leave these videos up on YouTube for a little while, and then I'm just going to take them down. I don't like leaving up stuff too long. I'm not in it to leave a video up for 15 years. I think that's just whatever. I have feelings about that. But I do hope you have best of luck. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And please take some of these ideas to heart. Or, you know what? Take them, make them better. Shoot me an email. Say, Max, I found the 34 EMA is the bomb. And here's why. Here's the evidence. Here are the case studies. Here's a subgraph that never fails. Here's the evidence. Here are the case studies. Let me know. Call me out. Max, you're wrong. Here's why. Great. I'll name a child after you if you can do that to me.
Hey everybody, so I finished recording the video and I thought I'd take a peek at the chart. I saw some opportunities. I took them and finishing the day around $7,363. Okay, so let's see what I did here. So at 12:26, I saw price drop, so I shorted and I covered 2 minutes later for $1,300. At 12:31, I saw the price sign kind of pop up a little, so I went long, and I got out at the kiss. I covered. I'm sorry, I just got out for $600. And then even though the candles were green around 12:33, 34, it was dropping, and so I took a little short, got out for $37 at the kiss. Wasn't too happy with that. I'm trying to make $2,000-ish. So I shorted again, and then I got out at the kiss again for $112. So I'm finishing around 2000, 2050 or so in about 7 minutes. So it gives me a total for the day of 7,363. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to be done now. Have a wonderful day. Have a great weekend. Woohoo!